All right, so in this video, we're going to take a look at DKNG or DraftKings. I'm going to give you a chart analysis or the technicals here as we get into 2024. Now, 2024 has started out in terms of some selling pressure right off the gate for the first couple of days. So I think there's probably some rotation going on, people changing positions, and maybe are restructuring things for the next year ahead. Now, with that being said, remember, it's not as important when we look at technicals. Even though we do look at technicals, the more important thing is always to look at position management. So watch your positions, watch your capital that you deploy in any position, because you could go ahead and put tiny little positions on all over the place, and then you got one big position and all your tiny positions win, but your big position lost. So all of a sudden you're in trouble. So again, it's not really necessarily all about the technicals. It's really more about position management and capital management. Anyway, with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at DraftKings here. So when we look at DraftKings, one of the things that I like looking at in this chart example is around July to November, we had a pretty solid sideways consolidation area. So this trend did fairly well sideways, and then we had a nice breakout right there. And that was right at the beginning of November. So that move was a pretty good move. And you could make your living just playing and trading little moves like this. You don't have to have stocks appreciate from like the lows all the way to the highs over here or catch the big winners. You could make a full living just trading little micro moves, or not even micro moves, but multi-day moves, just something like this. Anyways, with that in mind, that stock got into about $40 a share right here, right around that $39 level, and had some resistance. So you can see the compression there going on with the bars, and then the stock started to roll over. Now, the last couple of days, since we had some selling pressure, we're coming right back into that breakout level. So watch that breakout level, because you're right there at that support level. If we do break through this level, you could come back into this 26, 27 level, and now you're back into this sideways consolidation area that you had before. So this is what I would watch for, at least from a recent term. When we look back to a kind of a weekly or a monthly basis, the stock itself is kind of new to get a longer term perspective in that regard. But from a weekly basis, yeah, you do have some bottoms around 11. You also have some up movements here where then the stock kind of based. So there's a lot of lines that you could draw, but really what I would watch is kind of this sideways action, because what you're doing is you're hopping from kind of one support to the next, and maybe to this next on the 40 if it would have broken past there. So if we can hold and sustain that, kind of like what we did here before, that should be good. But if not, then you'll get back into those price levels where you're going to digest and move sideways. Now remember, they could clear, just like over here, they could clear and go under here and get back above. So give it a little bit of wiggle room if you're patient enough. That would be kind of the smart approach. Anyways, that's all I've got for you. So hope that helps. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check out the website, and I will see you in the next video update. Take care.